mwana anenge atorinawo madrugs mubhegi kana kuti muspeya make, but as a parent usingatozivi kuti mwana ane madrugs.
Right, chekutanga tinoti say no to drugs, which means munhu anaine ka-influence iwo. Even patinoita mapost yedu titone mapost ekuti ana achirambidza madrugs.
Urikuwasiumba kuti ndiri kutambura kuti ndiri bro wanguka suda mkamota uda udinza uda kudiko uda udiko asiko nachikuona funi yako tinakatinayo pane zvandakaona kamushekero kacho pamatanzi uda kutipinza pamawani uchiedza uniyemvera iwe uchitiita machatsi aiwa mudiwa ndinosekwa asigorite ndinochera angavatize vanotera angakusive pandoswera urikuwasiumba.
Hello viewers, my name is Lucia Majo and we are here today at Epworth where the Zimbabwe Republic Police is having an anti-drug abuse campaign in collaboration with Kusplash.
Kamushekero kacho pamatanzi uda kutipinza pamawani uchiedza uniyemvera iwe uchitiita machanzi aiwa mudiwa ndinosekwa asigorite ndinochera angavatize vanotera angakuzive kwandoswera urikuwasiumba kuti ine ndiri kuasiumba asi kutendeka hauna unonditambudza wanguda chandiremera chanditambudza asi mudiwa asitizisa foni yako tinakatinayo pane zvandakaona yo magenda yuzi murufara here amana murufara here.
We are joined by Detective Inspector Rachel Muteweri. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. What is the situation like on the ground today?
Thank you so much. We are here in Epworth as the Zimbabwe Republic Police alongside Kusplash for an anti-drug awareness campaign. We are saying no to drug and substance abuse. We have since realized that the youngsters are fast falling for this drug scourge, which is a social ill bedeviling our communities. So today, we thought of visiting Epworth. And to be more specific, we are at Overspill, where we are saying to the youngsters, you need to stop taking in these drugs. And the drugs that we are talking of includes mutoriro, ndo inonzi guka, kana kuti dombo, that's guka makafela, dombo, kana kuti mutoriro, that's crystal meth. Vari kutora zvakare mamwe madrugs akaita sekambwa, kamsoja, nemamwe illicit drugs and substances. So we are here to educate them on the effects of taking these drugs. You will realize that many families are fast falling apart due to this drug and substance abuse menace. Ivo vana vacho chaivo, health-wise, vana vaparara nenyaya yekutora zvinodhaka. Zvirwere zvakasiyana-siyana, kidney failure, heart failure. Unoona kuti mwana atoparara nenyaya yekutora zvinodhaka. And out there, kuma communities, ma families, vanopedzisira vaitwa shani ne the community nengari yekuti mwana ari kutora zvinodhaka. Avachadi kuassociate neyo family nengari yekuti you are a social ill in the family. Uye zvakare, these youngsters, they are also turning into crime in order to sustain their addiction. They are resorting to crime, committing robbery cases, committing theft cases, And pamwe pacho vari kupedzisira vakomita maoffenses akafanana ne-domestic violence, ma-sexual assaults, nenge ari ekuti munhu anenge atora zvinodhaka.
I am reliably informed that this is your second campaign in collaboration with Kusplash. According to your statistics, could we say that these campaigns are effective?
Thank you so much. These campaigns, I can safely say, they are yielding positive results. But you know what? My results iyayo munogona kutadza kumaona ipapo. They cannot be felt ipapo. But definitely, they are yielding my results. Why? Because we are getting information from our members of the public who are giving us information on some of these drug activities that are occurring in their areas. For example, pana drug lords are Otengeserwa drugs in their area. Vari kutipa information. So we continue to urge our members of the public to continue giving us that information, and we promise that as police will definitely act upon the information.
Thank you very much for that. In regards to what you just said, that the community members are giving you information in regards to drug dealers, word on the street is that some drug dealers are let off the hook by the police. What do you have to say about that?
Oh, thank you so much. You know what? When we get that information that this person is into selling drugs, we act upon the information. But at times, when you get to the drug base, you realize that maybe in small quantities of these drugs. So, zvinoitika ndezvekuti paanouya kupolice station, it's either that quantity, and it's quantity yema drugs. So, it's either anobhadhara fine. Let's say AneMbanje, and it's awanikwa aine 2 matwist. You can pay fine at the police station, or we can prepare a docket. Paanoenda kucourt. And kucourt kwacho, it all depends again with the quantity that the person is found in possession of. So you can either pay fine at the courts, or is made to pay you can be given bail, and then he finds his way back into the street, or another a custodial sentence. So it all depends with the quantity of the drugs a person is found in possession of. But as the community, don't tire. Continue to help us. The drug menace now requires collaborative efforts. So, zvakutoda kuti tiite mushandira pamwe kuti tipedze dambudziko remadrugs mumacommunities matigere.
Okay. You mentioned that as a community, we need to fight this issue of drug abuse, right? As the police, what measures have you put in place? Say, for example, a person has been found, like you mentioned, in possession of drugs, meaning that they were abusing drugs. What measures do you put in place to make sure that they don't go back and get into drugs again?
Thank you so much for that question. Let me start off by talking about this drug abuser. The drug abuser, we are saying to some extent, atowe murwere. Shekuti awe kutoda rehabilitation. So we are working together with other stakeholders to ensure that this addict is rehabilitated. And we are also going into the area where we get information. We go on ground, we destroy the drug bases and endeavor to arrest the drug lords.
Thank you very much for that. When I first spoke with the police, they said that this anti-drug campaign is in collaboration with Kusplash, and they are working towards fighting drug abuse because it also contributes to gender-based violence. How best can you explain that for someone who's at home who would like to understand how the two can tally?
Oh, thank you so much. Not only gender-based violence, but other heinous crimes. For example, I will start with robbery cases. You know, when a person is into this drug scourge, definitely he wants to sustain his or her addiction. So that person will resort to crime in order to sustain the addiction, because he wants to go and buy more drugs. So you will turn to crime. So you realize that of late there have been an increase in robbery cases, whereby motorists, pedestrians, households, and even business premises are being targeted. So we are saying if we stop this drug menace, definitely we'll be able to stop or to reduce other crimes that are affecting our communities. Like you have rightfully said that drug abuse is also a contributing factor to gender-based violence. You know, when a person is drunk or is under the influence of these drugs, he can become violent. And when he gets home, he can be violent, be it kumkazi, the family, or even the parents. You realize that of late, many parents out there vari ku abuse vachitukwa nevana veve, calling them all sort of names. Vamwe vacho vachionzi varoyi. Imagine mwana wakazvara achiudza mai vake kuti uri muroyi. And the family again also blaming other people kuti mwana wangu akaroyiwa. My son was bewitched, because when a person is addicted, he tends to do all sorts of things. Why? Because of the influence or the effects of those drugs. At times he hallucinates. So the family can end up blaming other people that my child has been bewitched. So we are saying if we tame the drug and substance menace, then definitely we'll be able to tame all these other heinous crimes.
Thank you very much for that. I have one particular question. Why Epworth? Why did you choose Epworth? Of all the communities, why did you choose to come and do a campaign here in Epworth?
This is an ongoing process. We are coming there, kunana kwazana, mavuku, tirikutoya ikoko. So today specifically we chose Epworth, but this is an ongoing process. We want our message to be heard far and wide.
Are there specific drugs that you have identified that are being abused here in Epworth, or you're just covering all the drugs?
Okay, like I've alluded to earlier on, Mutoriro, that is Guka or crystal meth, is one of the commonly abused drug here in Epworth. And they are also taking other illicit substances such as Kambra, such as Kamsoja. Just imagine kuti munhu anozobhiyevha zvakadini kana achinge atora that substance inonzi Kambra. As the name suggests, kuti Kambra. So we are saying we are here to educate them, and we hopefully understand that our message will reach far and wide.
How best can a parent identify a child who is abusing drugs?
Okay. Chinhu chekutanga chandingada kutaura nezvacho inyaya yekuita withdrawal from zvinhu zvaanga agara achiita mwana on my day-to-day activities. You realize kuti mwana anga achifarira kuona TV, and all of a sudden mwana haachafariri kuona TV yaya, angooneka withdrawal kaainako kaya kekuti akutongoti akabva kuchikoro otosvika ozvivharira mumba make. One, red flag. Two, ma-associates. Mwana anogona kutotanga kutochinja the type of friends whom he or she associates with. So as a parent, kana mukaona mwana ochinja the type of friends he or she is associating with, it's another red flag. Be inquisitive. Mutsvage kuti zviri kumbofamba sei. And as a parent, imboone that kekutsvaga kuita tsvakurudzo. Anditi mwana paanobva kuchikoro, it's good kuti umbotarisa bhegi rake. Anditi conduct ma-searches, mungave mumba make, mungave mubhegi make, uone kuti mwana asati apinda here mune zvema-drugs. Because at times mwana anenge atori nawo ma-drugs mubhegi, kana kuti muspare make but as a parent usingatozivi kuti mwana ane madrugs. Then 3, tiri kuti communities matigere tinotonyatsotoziva kuti madrugs anotengeswa next door, but we are keeping that information. Why? We need to speak out, share that information with your local police station, and definitely we will act upon the information. And pacho as my parents, zvinorwadza kuti ndivo vari kutoenda notengesa maganja cakes pamusiwo wechikoro. A parent achitoenda nechitini chemaganja cakes kunotengesera vana vechikoro. Imagine destroying the future generation. Because kuti vana ivavaka ndio mapurisa emangwana, ndio maticha emangwana. But now somebody, a parent, akatozvarawo anewo vana ari kuenda kunodestroya upenyu weumwe mwana. Then another thing, sema parents, tiri kuti ngatikurudzirei vana vedu, ngatitaurei nevana. Vana havafani kutitya. At times you realize kuti the situation at home ndo iri kukonzeresa mwana kuti apedzisire apinda munyaya dzemadrugs. Why? Because kumba akugariki. Baba na mai, they are always fighting. So mwana anopedzisira atora madrugs as a coping mechanism to my life challenges, to the situation at home. So vantaura chirungu vanoti charity begins at home. Ikoko kumba ngakunge kuchigarika. Anditi kana kumbe kuchinge kwagarika zvoita kuti mwana wedu akwanise kuwane that self esteem yekuti chero akasvika pane vari kuita zvemadrugs, he will be able to stand up and say no, izvi zvikwete izvi, I will not take my drugs. So let's be responsible parents and educate our children on shunning drug and substance abuse.
And for those parents who have children who are already into substance abuse, who have decided that they want to nurture their child, they want to move their child away from drug and substance abuse, what do you have to say to them? How best can they help their child move forward?
Thank you so much. We have my community relations liaison officers at each and every police station around the country. And isusu zvakare, as CID, we do have a specialized section, the CID drugs and narcotics section. Don't hesitate to visit our offices. We are at your disposal.
Stay away from drugs. Stay away from drugs. Stay away from drugs. Stay away from Maketo youth. Mano emhando kutumira madrugs. Drug abuse natikura life. Maketo youth. Mano emhando kutumira madrugs. Drug chiboy matese. Maketo youth. Stay away from drugs. Keto youth. Kati mano emhando kutumira madrugs. Drug abuse, listen. Saka sendi RP. Yato uya pano nekusi flashi. Iji ngoti pasi dadi pasi nemtorio. Pasi nemtorio. Watiti mafungiyo mi pasi nemtorio. Watiti mafungiyo maonero magariro machiro machauriro. Kamwene mara, listen. Teberi amari suwa muriku agisa teberi amari. Shiwa ere magemba maprobo mtorio machiksen kisai teberi amari. Baba wakatanga chiko cha wakawana. Imari ndiko cha wakatokurisa. Vari kutengeserwa kavakadzibaba purigware kumeka chairo hauna izokana Zimbabwe Media Commission yatouya iri yagara yatopadatation zvikati madrugs hanzi body kati splashing itiita kunge cup crashing tati madrugs dati pasi maketo youth ipo matoti esaka pasi nemutoriyo watiticha wapozi pasi nemutoriyo izwa Maketo youth siyana ina wadombo rinokusiya kuti uri murombo ende kuti rinogonza tambo ilo idombo vasikati kristometi vamwe vedu vakasiya dziri meti vakutoita kunge ari mapenzi vaivakunge nhasi vane mapenzi saka mageto youth stay away from drugs geto youth tatine zveurombe kana zvemataxi no African get the youth stay away from drugs Zimbabwean get the youth to stay away from drugs pasine manduza kaunza amataxi izwai uri mwana wechikoro madrugs unokura musoro ende kuti kunoboma musoro madrugs anokuisa pasi vimene pamusoro ungave baba kana mukomana ari madrugs nevamwe umozwana madrugs kuti munhu okokana magete yuti yo thank you